Hi, sweet friends. So I've decided that I'd like to do, at the very least, a weekly video with more information about all things mindset, manifestation, and I guess anything else that I feel called to share about. And because, as I'm on my journey, as I'm supporting clients in their journeys, I realize more and more things. And one thing that I realized this past week that I really wanted to share with you that I kind of knew, but then forgot, and then knew again. You know when that happens? You're like, yes, I once knew that, but then I forgot, and I'm so glad that I remembered again. So here's what it is. What I realized is that, so with manifestation, I think that we feel like it needs to be this very deliberate and effortful thing, in the sense of we need to be very intentional about saying okay, I want this, and I'm going to think about this, and I'm going to put a lot of energy towards it. And yes, and if you're anything like me, what you might realize is that sometimes that doesn't feel very good, and sometimes that starts feeling forceful, and sometimes you start being a little obsessive about it. So what I've discovered works really well for me is to decide what I want, dismantle the limiting beliefs, dismantle the negative thoughts that come up, right? And that's a continuing process, let's be serious, right? Sometimes it's easier to kind of get rid of them ASAP, and sometimes it's kind of an ongoing navigation. So decide what I want, dismantle the limiting beliefs, start feeling how I imagine feeling having the thing I desire, and then here's the difference, right? So yes, inspired action, we can talk about that in another video. But one thing that I don't think people talk about enough is to completely preoccupy yourself, right? I think that there's something to be said for fully engaging yourself in life otherwise, so that you kind of step back without even realizing you're stepping back enough, so that the universe can do her magic, right? Because I think that otherwise we all feel we're waiting, where is it? Why isn't it here yet? Et cetera, et cetera. And we're not necessarily having fun. We're kind of frustrated. We're why hasn't it come yet? This is really annoying, et cetera, whatever. When really, we get to just live our life. And I think that's something that I struggle with, in the sense of we think we need to keep doing stuff. We need to keep thinking about it. We need to keep journaling about it. We need to kind of keep taking some sort of inspired action. But what if you don't? What if you don't? I mean, I don't know about you, but most often, if not always, the most magical things happen in my life when I'm not staring at my computer waiting for something to show up, or I'm not waiting by the phone, right? The most magical things is when you're just living your life otherwise, right? Maybe you're baking with your kids, or you're taking a walk in nature, but you're just not focused on it. You've released, right? And you haven't even deliberately released. Because I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people are okay, well, I need to now detach, right? What does that even mean, to detach from the outcome? HVAC system, guys. What does that mean, to detach from the outcome? Well, I mean, I think it means to let things happen as they'll be, and that's lovely and fine and good. But and what does it mean to surrender? I mean, my best way to kind of understand it in a way that really works for me is to re-engage yourself in life otherwise. And I think we just struggle with that, because we're wait, should I actually just be relaxing? Is that safe? Is that gonna get it done? Is it okay? Is that good? Is that allowed? Is it okay for me to take a break from this manifesting, from doing work, right? If you're not manifesting, if you're not energetically calling in what you desire, shouldn't you be then taking action towards what you desire? And I don't know about you, but as an entrepreneur, that's how I've always been. I've always felt an action of some sort, whether energetic or practical, is always the way. And I think re-engaging in life is still an action, but it feels different, because you're not doing it. You're not baking with your child, and you're not going on a walk in nature because you think that is the thing that's going to call in what you desire into your life. However, doing stuff like that recalibrates, I would say, your energy. It kind of neutralizes you. It chills you out. It reoccupies your mind, preoccupies, reoccupies, and it lets the universe do her thing. There is this quote that I really like. It might be by Anne Lamott. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And I think it's by her. And it kind of speaks to this. And it says something like, when things are going really horrible in life, it's because the universe or when everything seems to be going horribly in your life, it's because the universe wants you to be preoccupied with something so that like she can like do her thing, right? So that isn't to say like, so that's kind of like a negative spin on this, like in the sense of like there's a purpose in the negative since it's preoccupying you. But I'm saying like, let's not even invite the negative in. Do the inspired work that's practical. Do the energetic work that you know to do, right? Decide what you want, dismantle the limiting beliefs, feel the feelings of already having it, and then trust yourself enough, and again, that's a practice, to just let that be enough and show yourself and the universe that that's enough by re-engaging in life, right? I think it's just so easy to be attached to our phone, to be attached to like numbers and goals and like, did someone sign up? Did someone do this? Did they write me back? But just not even like, I'm not even talking about meditating and journaling, because I think meditating and journaling, we could still be thinking about our goal. I'm talking about like completely re-engaging in something entirely separate from what you desire, right? They say the things like do more of the things that make you forget to look at your phone, like those things, right? Like go hiking, cook. I mean, I'm thinking about things I would want to do, like dance in the rain. And I'm thinking about that because it's about to storm here. Read a book that isn't a self-help book or a personal development book. Read like a really juicy fiction book that you just fall into. Do something really fun, right? Parker and I love now like running through the sprinklers, right? I'm not thinking about goals when I'm running through the sprinklers. I'm not thinking about what I'm manifesting. I'm letting my brain take a break. I'm letting my energy recalibrate, re-neutralize, and I'm just letting myself feel good and be happy so that Mama Universe can do her magic. So that is what I want to offer to you today. To yes, do the energetic work, do the practical work and stuff, but then re-engage with life. Do fun things and know that not only is that good and safe and allowed, but that in fact is the thing that can recalibrate your energy, make you feel good, separate yourself enough from the situation so that Mama Universe can do her magic, which she always inevitably does. But we need to step back, and I think that is how you surrender, but like in a way that doesn't feel as I'm losing control, right? Because I think that's what a lot of people feel like, oh, well, I'm surrendering, like I need to like let go, like I'm losing control. That feels scary. No, I'm not asking you to do that at all. Just like do things that feel hella fun. Do you hear the rain? Oh my God, I love the sound of rain, and I love the sound of summer rain even more. I'm sitting on our front porch in a rocking chair watching summer rain. This is re-engaging. When you're in the moment, guys, when you're in the moment. So I hope this landed with you. Feel free to comment below, share with me, like what are things that just put you back in the moment? What are things that just make you re-engage with life fully? And how can you do more of those things every single day? Okay? Until next time. Bye, guys.